What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. It is your boy Pokestocks. 2 videos in 1 day. You guys better thank me later. I'm kidding. I'm gonna be starting a whole new series on this channel, hopefully to post every day. I'm gonna see how things go, but this would be called the daily market series, where I will go over specific products and look at the prices, analyze them, and sort of give you my predictions on where they're going, good investments, whatnot. However, I'm not a financial advisor, so please take this for your own advice. And as always, guys, join the Discord if you haven't already. Yeah, this is my second video. It's currently, at the time of recording this, 1 o'clock, so this will get posted at 6, at least during my time. So yeah, keep that in mind, and let's hop into this video. I do want to start off by going over Celebrations, because this set is on fire. It is hands down one of the most anticipated sets right now that's currently just going crazy. Now, as it's going to be a daily market update, I'm not going to be going into specifics, going over the whole market, telling you guys. That's my other video, right? This is a whole new series, so keep that in mind. I have a list of tabs going over each product, etc., etc. So we're starting off with the Celebrations ETB. The Celebrations ETB is hands down one of the most classic products in the Celebrations line, because in special sets, there's no booster boxes, so that's why sets like Prismatic, Shrouded Fable, not really a good example for Shrouded Fable, but you guys get my point, right? These kind of sets, the only items that people can really get that are aesthetic, have a lot of packs, are in terms of MSRP price, the best price to pack ratio is going to be the Elite Trainer box. So the Celebrations ETB has seen a significant gain, guys, in the past month. If you've been paying attention right now to what's been going on the markets, then you know that within the past few days, this product has nearly gone up nearly 8-10%. It's crazy in just a few days. It is hands down one of the most what's the right word to say this? I guess the most hot item. I don't want to say hot item because it's so lame to say that, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? Past 3 months, past 6 months, past year, this thing has seen 131% growth, and that's really, really strong for a set this sort of old at this point. This did come out in 2021, guys, so keep that in mind. It is kind of an older set, and usually sets by in 2021, almost 4 or 5 years from now, we would see ETBs a little bit higher, I think, but now we're finally sort of seeing that happen. I currently have Lost Celebrations in my collection, and there's nothing to complain about. But yeah, past 3 months, up 27%, 6 months, 54%. So if we can sort of analyze this, guys, we could probably see that every 3 months, it goes up nearly 25 to 30% in that ballpark range. So that's a little bit of an interesting fact for you guys to know. Honestly, daily market, I do think that this is going to keep rising, and by tomorrow, this might be a product that will probably going to go for 190, right? What's the market price right now? 175. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. It's probably going to be 180 tomorrow, just looking at how the market is moving. If we see that, June 28th, 165, July 1st, that's 2 days later, right? Yeah, it's literally 2 days later. We are up nearly $10, so that's a hefty amount. And I do want to mention, guys, in these daily markets videos, that series or whatever I'll be doing, I do want to keep in mind I'll be going over specific, like, see how much I'm breaking down this ETB. I really don't do this in my other content because I really want to give you guys the best answer. So keep that in mind. If we also take a look at the past 3 months, past 6 months, I think there was a major dip, as you guys can see right here. And honestly, I don't know why. Usually I'm really confident in what the answers I could give you, but during this time period, I really can't remember if there was a reprint, or these were not a reprint, but these were getting released again in stores. That obviously does happen. We do see that a lot with sets like Crown Zenith in Walmart right now. If you guys have been paying attention to that, Crown Zenith is still available, so keep that in mind. It's not a gone set, however, really hard to come by. But yeah, we saw this massive dip down to 100, and unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of people who knew about it. And as you guys can see, the buy volume February 10th to the 16th was 29 for 120, and when it dropped to 100, same amount of buy volume. So obviously people weren't really too crazy, and then it started to pick up again, and the buy volume went up. So it's a little bit interesting to analyze this, but during this time frame, January and stuff is when we had Prismatic come out, so that is why I believe there's so much buy volume during this time, is because people were getting back in the Pokemon hobby, and we're pretty excited to see where this can go. And then we obviously saw a major dip, and then we saw the uptrend, and then obviously right now is why we're going up so high. And if you guys are curious why Celebrations in a general set has gone up so much within the past few days, in my opinion, a lot of other investors agree, it's highly due to the anticipation of the 30th anniversary set, which is going to be releasing next year. We don't know the official time yet. There's been some speculation in February. However, I always like to give you guys the most honest, clear, factual answers, and I don't have that in my books yet, so I'm not going to say that. But based on how the Pokemon market moves and how stuff is like that, every 5 years Pokemon does come out with the anniversary set, so we are anticipating 2026 to be one. It's kind of interesting though, to be completely honest, why Celebrations jumped up this month, or why like during this time period. I really don't know the answers to that, to be honest, as well. I mean, it just freaking happened, but that's what happened to the Pokemon market. So unfortunately, you don't have all the answers, but you know, to your side, you do have numbers and, you know, market trends and everything to prove your point. Looking up, guys, next we have the Celebrations Pokemon Center ETB. In a lot of my other videos, I've been talking how good of a buy this is right now if you're looking for long-term growth with this product. And if we look at it, there really isn't a lot of buy volume with this. I mean, honestly, it's very, very hidden, but as you guys can see, as soon as we hit the 28th, we skyrocketed all the way up to 230. Now we're at 240 right now, and the buy volume also skyrocketed as well. As you guys pay attention to that, look at that massive graph right here. The one thing about Pokemon Center ETBs, and I think this is a really, really strong benefit of them, and we could see this, right? Obviously we had a little bit of the downtrend as well, but that's always happy. Oh man, that always happens. And also, I do want to mention this completely out of context right now. If you're looking at a Pokemon market, guys, you're gonna want to see downtrends. You're gonna want to see the market pull back, and then you want to see uprise again. This is healthy, and to be honest, what this sort of indicates is that people are selling and buying, and it's a healthy market, right? If it were only to go up, buy volume would usually go down, because it's so hard to buy that price. But you know, when it went down to 190 or 205, you guys see 44 items sold. So it sort of brings the market healthy. It shows that there's still volume in this set, right? So it's a good thing. Please keep that in mind. Don't be afraid when this stuff happens, especially if you're gonna be holding for long-term growth. But if we analyze, guys, past year, literally 1 year ago, honestly, it's crazy how we are almost at July now. This was a $100 box for a while, and then obviously during September, November, we had Surging Sparks get released, which really sparked the Pokemon hype, and then we saw an uptrend, and then we saw Prismatic Evolutions obviously come out January, and then we just saw it spike after that. And I do think Prismatic is a big culprit to why all the Pokemon sets are on fire, including Celebrations. And then we saw the set become quiet a little bit. A lot of attention was away. We saw a drawback, and we saw buy volume go up, and then obviously we're going through what is now, as you guys can see, massive spike right here. So you know, Pokemon Celebrations ETB, Pokemon Center Edition, in my opinion, is really, really, you know, just looking at the market, I do think there's a lot of volume and attention to this right now. In fact, going over my Discord and going over to a lot of people in the Discord, there's been a lot of talk about this. A lot of people are wanting to look into this, buy this, and a lot of people have. And I do think this is definitely, if we look at Celebrations as a whole, this is definitely one of the top tier products at the moment as we speak. Obviously, that could change. Everything happens, bro. You know, why Celebrations skyrocketed in the past 3 days? No freaking clue. At least I don't know. So, you know, stuff could happen. Next up, we have the collector's chest. Though the really unique thing, I pick my products when I want to showcase it in these videos, because I don't want to go over the whole set. That will take forever. But there's a few products. The collector chest is a really interesting product because it's really unique. And the one cool thing about it that I like personally is that you really don't get a lot of collector chests in Pokemon, right? There isn't that much. Sure, you got, you know, some Charizard one, some Arceus one, but if you really want, like, you know, a cool one, these really don't happen. We have some really generic ones, like some Dialga ones or whatever that have some really bad packs in it, like Paradox, Obsidian. I'm not saying those are bad sets, but you get my point, right? Those are just generic. But this is really unique. We don't really have this. We didn't get this for Prismatic, which is kind of crazy. So we did get this with Celebrations. And I do think this is a really unique product because you do get 6 Pokemon Celebration packs, 2 additional packs, and 3 promos. You really don't see that. This is sort of what I like to call a good collector's chest. I wish there was a better word I could think of, but that's all I could say. Now, looking at numbers, right, it's really important. Past month, this product is up literally nothing. So if you're like, hey man, I want to invest in Celebrations, honestly, if all other products skyrocketed, guys, with the past few days, and this product hasn't moved one bit, then maybe this is your chance to hop in Celebrations right now. Past 3 months, up 10%. Past 6 months, up 40%. Past year, up 60%. So this is a really slow product that's growing very slowly. But honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, it hasn't even gone up 100%. This was a $40 product 1 year ago, and right now it's only 66. It's only a $20 edition, and it's not too bad when you think about it, numbers and stuff like that. And especially, you know, if you look at Celebrations, right, 130% versus 60%, right? That's a massive growth in terms of this. And a big culprit could be, you know, there might not be too many packs in this or whatever. But honestly, you're paying $200, guys, for 10 Celebration packs, or you're paying $70 for 6 celebration packs. So if you think about it that way, you're getting more buy volume if you do this. You could buy 3 of these to get more packs than you do in the ETB. And in my opinion, this is a cooler product to invest in. This is unique. Everyone's going to go for the ETB. Everyone's going to go for the Pokemon Center ETB, but a lot of people don't really know about this stuff, right? It's unique. It's different. It's cool. If I see this at a card show, I'll be like, yo, dude, that's really cool. I didn't see that at all. I just see ETBs. Like, that's a little bit different. Getting a little bit off topic here. I'm getting back into my old Pokestocks voice. But yeah, if we take a quick look, guys, it's had its slow growth. And usually when products like this have their slow growth, that it usually indicates one thing. Something really drastic could happen. We've had literally no buy volume, bro. Literally yesterday, day before that, none of these have been bought, which is kind of interesting. We might see a huge spike tomorrow. Honestly, don't know. There might be a lot of buy volume traffic going into this product within the next few days. We really don't know the answer to that. But that's really nice thing, right? Because you have the opportunity to buy that as we speak. You have the chance to indicate where this product is going to go within the next few days, right? If there's no buy volume, no one knows about it. Maybe this is your opportunity to buy now. Next up, we have the Celebration single cards. This market has actually been picking up pretty freaking fast. In fact, I do think that I've been waiting for this. As an investor, I've had all of these cards for a long time now, and I never really saw the growth I wanted to see. For example, if we go to the restaurant, guys, this was past year a $2 card, and now all of a sudden it's up 500%. It's really, really crazy how this stuff is picking up, and it's really good. And honestly, I'm very happy because I've been waiting for this moment for a long, long time. I'll be going over the Umbreon Star because I know a lot of people have actually been able to pick this up for $40 freaking dollars, and if you've been fortunate enough to do so, then you, my friend, are really, really lucky because it looks like there's one sale right now for $42. That might be a quick pickup. I have no idea. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm gonna let you guys do what you want. But past year, you guys can see that up 400%. It's kind of crazy. As you guys can see, listen, I want to bring this up. Whenever you look at a graph, look at the dates, because usually there's an indication here. This, guys, is when Prismatic Evolutions came out. You're not seeing a massive skyrocket from from January 1st all the way up to January 26th. This went up $25. Why? Because during this time, Prismatic Evolutions came out. And what is the top chase card in Prismatic, guys? It's an Umbreon. So exactly what's going on right here. Right here, we see a massive skyrocket again, and highly indicated of the 30th anniversary set. So keep that in mind. Past month up 80%, 3 months 87%. So literally just been this month that skyrocketed it. 6 months 124%. Past year 400%. One really nice thing, right, about this product is it's an Umbreon, so it's a really, really safe product to invest in. And we also have the Charizard in this set as well, which if we look at the past month, down 6%, down 3%, down 3%, up 40%. So obviously there's been a lot of selling right now of this card. As you can see, numbers don't lie. Always keep that in mind, guys. Always look at the numbers, right? Please and do. So obviously numbers are not providing this as a good card right now. If you look at the past month, down 6%. A lot of people could look at numbers that say, okay, this is a drawback. Maybe I should pick it up now for this price. Obviously, totally up to you. Past year up 40%. So obviously there's still demand within the past year. We really haven't had that Charizard set yet where it's going to take off. For example, we usually have the Charizard set every era, and we had Obsidian Flame, so that's already happened. We've already had Paldean Fates, which had its Charizard cards, so I do think there's a lot of indication with that. But I do think that, numbers don't lie, as I was saying, up 40%. So obviously there's still drive for this card, and as this set is currently on fire, down 6% this past month, it usually does indicate a good buying opportunity. So you can look into that yourself. And then if we go down, to these other cards, for example, if we look at the Zekrom, which is up, guys, a lot. If we look at the past year, up 470%. It's really crazy. This stuff is a $2 card, and it just booms. It's really insane. And then I'm kind of surprised. Obviously, I was expecting way more of a push because right now, obviously, as a lot of you guys know, we have Black Bolt White Flare coming out next, literally this month. So I was expecting a little bit more of a skyrocket right here. That's obviously my opinion, though, so I could be a little bit wrong. I'm not always right about everything. It's very important to be humble. But instead of, guys, looking at all these cards that are already skyrocketed and you want to get yourself a good shot, let's go ahead and look at the cards that are still really, really cheap, right? We have Rocket Zapdos, which right now is a $1.35 card, up 170%. This was 50 cents back in the day. So obviously speaking, this card is still really affordable. And usually, guys, listen, all of the this is a perfect 100%. That's really crazy. You guys have to remember, right, at the end of the day, there are cards like Umbreon, like Charizard, like Blastoise. They all had their massive spikes. People bought them at the low and sold them at the high. those are people who make money. So usually what it indicates is the next wave will come, and this is a really cool card, guys. We are literally in Destined Rivals right now. Rocket Zapdos is a really cool card. Honestly, I might go in and pick some of this stuff up because I don't think this is a bad purchase at all. $1.35, guys, is literally, you could get 5 of these theoretically for the price of 1 pack now. So it's really like, okay, maybe I should be smart and invest in this. Very interesting. I actually might pick this up, honestly. I don't know, but you know, we have a lot of cheap cards still in this set. Obviously, there isn't too much to choose for anymore, but we do have some options, so it's really interesting. We still got the Venusaur, guys, at a $6 market price. So obviously, if you want to get in Celebrations and want to pass on the sealed product, and instead of, you know, spending $200 on an ETB, you want to go ahead and, you know, spend $200 on singles, pick up 150 Rocket Zapdos for $1.60 each, bro. You'll probably see a lot better gain than this Celebrations ETB. If you think about buy volume like that, it's always a great option. But yeah, that's where Celebrations is looking at right now. We also have the promo card, the Greninja Star, guys, which has seen a massive spike, up 230% within the past month. If we take a look, guys, this was a $1.30 card. Look at that, guys. Do you see that? $1.30, up 1,800%. These are the kind of products that whoever invested, whoever bought in bulk, is the real winner here. This is like freaking mine crypto, you know, Bitcoin. Like, this is lucky stuff, man. And this is exactly what I mean by that. I mean, look at this massive surge, guys. Honestly, to give you the clear, honest answer, in my opinion, I don't know why this card skyrocketed, because at the end of the day, this is, I'm kind of reading the ability, because it says this card cannot be used at official tournaments. When you place Pokemon from your hand, you may put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. I don't know why. Oh, okay, I know why. I'm slow right now. But yeah, I really don't indicate why, because we don't really have a Greninja. We did have the Twilight Masquerade one, but not recently. So I don't know why this skyrocketed, to be honest. Obviously, people who did buy it are the ones who won. Really cool card, though. Celebrations is a really awesome set, and I think it's finally getting recognized for that, and it's really cool. I'm really happy it is. But yeah, that's where Celebrations is at right now, guys. I think we are approaching, how long, bro? Freaking 17 minutes of this video. This is crazy, and this is just one set. I wanted to go over Prismatic Evolutions, but because I do want this to be, you know, not so much of a crazy video, we'll probably just go over a few products of Prismatic. I do want to probably reach 23 minutes, so we'll talk about Prismatic next. I know, guys, you're probably annoyed of hearing about talking about Prismatic, but you have to keep up with this set, because how good this set is performing usually does indicate how other sets are performing. As a lot of you guys know, I call this the golden egg. So we'll take a quick look at this. We got the Super Premium Collection. Past month down 10%, 3 months down 57, 6 months 62, past year 62%. So there's a lot of drawback right now in the market for this product, highly due to the fact, in my opinion, always, that there's been just so much demand, so much volume out right now for this product, that I do think there's a lot of people trying to get it off their hands. And how markets are trending, guys, you know, I think this probably will continue to go on a downtrend, right? I don't see a massive uprise in this anytime soon. In fact, I do think this will probably keep going, and we'll see what happens with that. Next up, we have the Prismatic ETB. Past month, calling it neutral right there. Past 3 months down 15, 6 months 27, past year up 22%. So I'm not going to really call it up 22%. However, the main reason being is because this was pre-orders, and this was before the Prismatic hype came out. But if we were to look at it, 104, and we're at now 104. So it looks like I would call it right here. I would draw the line across right there. So it looks like we are sort of there. But if we truly look at the real hype, we're really down 27%. So Prismatic is a red set right now, guys. If we look at Umbreon EX, the chase card of the set, down 15% past month, 3 months 28, 6 months 33. So 33%, guys, this set is down. If we check the surprise box, we have past 10%, down 10% past month, down 40%, 3 months, 55%, 6 months, 23%, 1 year. If we look at the booster bundle, past month up 2%, 3 months 17% down, 22% down, 3 months, 6 months up 12%. So obviously across the board, guys, Prismatic Evolutions right now as we speak is a red set. Now, as a lot of you know, it is as well. I think it will continue to be a red set. Here's little Pokestocks talking right now. I do think Prismatic will be a red set for quite a while now. I think it's going to be on the downtrend for probably a few months, and then we'll finally start to see it pick up in the next few years. But I do think that a lot of the hype, a lot of people are trying to look for other sets to invest in. People are bored of Prismatic, so that's why Celebrations getting picked on. I honestly don't know what the next set is going to be. If I had to call it, though, and this is just a random me talking, right? if I had to call what the next set that will be that will do really, really well, I'm gonna call it. All right, I'm gonna call Pokemon Go. I think this is gonna be the next set that does see the massive uptick. And as I'm saying, this is totally my opinion, so I could be wrong with this, but we'll see what happens. This is a Mewtwo set, so really strong chase card, and honestly guys, I'm excited, bro, because if I'm right about this, I'm gonna be so hyped. I do have a lot of Pokemon Go, and a lot of you guys hate me for that. Stupid, I don't know why, but yeah, this is my next prediction on how the markets are performing. I do think this would be the next set that would be picked on, but that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys. 20 minutes daily market update. Have a great day, my friends. Peace out.